Just keep your eyes closed. And please share these thoughts and see the truth of it. All of you have been listening to this subject, which happens to be yourself as to who you are. At this moment, ask yourself, where are you at this moment? Please, where are you at this moment? This question will trigger many different answers for many different people. A child, person who is not given to much thinking in life, if you ask him, where are you? He says, of course, I am sitting down in this hall in the ashram. That is where his body is. Your body seated in this place. So his answer will be, he is or she is in this ashram where the body is. If you still insist, he may say, I am in Madras, or in Tamil Nadu, or in India, in Asia, or in the earth, or in the solar system, or in the universe, in case you help him to think. But still, whether he says he is in the ashram or in the universe, it refers only to a physical existence. A person who starts thinking, he recognizes at this moment his body may be here, but he is where his thought is. Please see these, friends. Your body is here, but you are where your thoughts are. Since thoughts are continuously changing, you are also continuously shifting places, even though your physical body is steady, immobile, sitting down in one place. Please see these, friends. With every thought, you are somewhere else. The thought comes about your house, seated here, the home gains reality. If it's about a place, maybe Himalayas, Kanyakumari, Europe, somewhere, then you are in that place. Or it can be a tragedy of life somewhere. You remember somebody's death, suffering, poverty, disease, or pleasures of any kind. Your thoughts remind you the past that has gone by. So seated here in space, now in time. In fact, you are not here and now, but you are somewhere there in the past or projecting into future. Depends what type of thoughts you have. Not many people in this world recognize this. Most people are very gross. Most people do not know to think, or they are not involved with their thoughts, more like animals. Whatever thought comes, that is how they act on. You have been listening to these subjects for the longest time. You have exposed yourself to this dimension. Please ask yourself, and that is the first thing you should do in the morning. Where am I? It can be done any time in the day, but more so in the beginning of the day. So if you ask this question, where are you? Very gross man will think he's here in this body, in this place. But if you have started thinking, depending on your thoughts, you are no more. Here are this place, now in time, but either in the past or in the future. Memories remind you of the past. So shall you, please, some people identify with the physical body and they consider themselves to be there where the body is. Such people are billions in this world. Then there are people, again they identify with their thoughts, or sometimes with the body, sometimes with the thought. We'll see that all, but please observe and recognize. If you have started thinking, you identify with your thoughts. That is how, for no reason, seated in your own place, in your own little drawing room or bedroom, you are either having a dream or a nightmare. Memories of a million kinds hunt you down or bring you temporary excitement. The day and the night, the sunrise, sunset, changing seasons have no impact on such an individual. He is living in his own little private world, in the prison of his memories, confined to the cell, a little prison of thoughts. Day passes, night passes, seasons pass, but the person never gets out of the hold of his memories. So ask yourself, where are you? Thoughts. Ajivan. To be in Madras, to be in this house, you must see this place, to recognize. If I ask, where are you? You objectify with your perception. You see this hall, this garden, this ashram, this city, this planet, this universe, and you say you are here. To answer, where are you? You must recognize the place where you are in. Same way, if you are recognizing that you are at the level of the thought, your eyes are not capable of seeing the thought. That is the time you are conscious. You are conscious of the thought. To say you are at the level of your thought, you have to be conscious. Seeing the thought is not a physical perception. Please see this. Seeing the thought is not a physical perception. That is why your worries, you close your eyes and cry. Your anxiety, misery, frustration, nightmares, depression, pain. The world is not participating at that moment. The sunrise, sunset have no impact. The summer or winter has no impact. You are in a world of your own. You look at the thoughts. And your thoughts are not perceived by your eyes. It's not a physical perception. You can't hear your thought. You can touch your thought. You can see them with your eyes. You cannot taste them. You cannot smell your thoughts. But you are conscious. To say you are at the level of your thoughts, you have to be conscious. So ask yourself, are you with therefore consciousness or with your memories? Just as friends, please listen to this. Just as when I ask you, where are you? And a gross man answers, in the hall. I insist, in the ashram, Tamil Nadu, India, Asia, Earth, solar system, universe. But he never mentions the space. Ashram here is a limited place. Madras is a limited place, so also the earth, the planet or the solar system. But space, if you name, it is at once everywhere. Though in space, nobody recognizes it, names it. Same way, as even the places have become more important than the space. See that subtlety in that expression. Places have become more important than the space. The places exist in space, but the places have become more important than the space. A place may change, but the space never changes. Same way, thoughts have become more important than the consciousness. yourself. And that has a huge implication. If your thoughts have become more important than the consciousness, as in the places have become more important than the space, its huge implication is the roles have become more important than the self that you are. Just see the flaw in human thinking. Where are you? You have to begin with a beginningless consciousness, endless consciousness. Here, there, everywhere. The same consciousness at the level of your body, level of your mind, pervading the gross and the subtle, waking, dream and deep sleep. That alone exists. In your mind, you may not be aware of your body. With your body, you may lose sight of your thoughts. You cannot lose sight of the self. Awareness. It can never be negated. And the space you cannot negate in the physical universe. The space of consciousness, Chidambara. Chit Ambara, the space of consciousness. Consciousness that is everywhere. Cannot be lost sight of. Where there is no morning, no evening, no dawn and dusk, no childhood, no youth, no old age, no pain, no anxiety, no excitement. That is where ASHTAVAKRA talks about. Where there is no lolupa, the person has no craving, no resistance. As even the space doesn't resist the scorching summer, nor it craves for the gentle spring. Space remains unaffected by the scorching summer, freezing winter, the gentle spring, or massive downpour of a rain. A cyclonic storm may pass, a gentle breeze passes, space remains unaffected. So the space of consciousness, yourself, a million memories can float. Some memories can be as gentle as the spring breeze. Some memories can be scorching summer. Some can be like freezing winter. Understand? The changing seasons add to the landscape. In every landscape, space is constant. The landscape changes with changing times. Your mental scape, your mindscape has got one thing constant, consciousness that you are. But so many changes take place. Please see that, friends, how unique each one of us is. Outside landscape is same for all of us. The trees, the mountains, the sea, the ocean, the desert is same for all of us. Whereas our mindscape is absolutely unique. Each one of us have got different memories, experiences, sensations, impressions of thousands of different kinds. In my memory, in my land of memories, you may have a place, but you don't know my memories. In your land of memories, I may be there, but I don't know your landscape, your mindscape. Yet consciousness is same. That by which I am aware, you are aware, everybody is aware, same reality. So we are there, all of us there together in a oneness. Inseparable, all-pervasive, indivisible existence. So to the question, where are you? If you know where you are, that means you know who you are. Where you are is who you are. The consciousness where both who and where completely disappear. Whereas if you reply from the standpoint of the body, where you are is at the level of the body in this place, and who you are is different. If where you are is in your mind, who you are is different. It's a body you have, memories you have, that is not who you are. If who you are, the self, the awareness, and that is where you are. So who you are is where you are. And no more there is a search. Wherever the body goes, mind goes, yatra yatra mano yati, tatra tatra samadhaya. Wherever the thoughts move, there you are. Wherever the sound happens, sound travels, silence is there. Wherever the bird flies, space is there. Wherever the thoughts move, memories appear. Consciousness is there, samadhi. Always at rest with yourself. You must be that. At all places, in all conditions. And the apparent changes of life shall not touch you. The passing summer and winters, the whole creation shall be your playground. The body is a place in which you are traveling. Your body is a place. Once it was child, then 10, 15-year-old, early youth, then young. You have traveled through this body. And many have traveled through your body. You have met many people. The body has changed. As even the city landscape has changed, the skyline has changed. Body changes. The space never changes, so also. The thoughts can go on changing. Memories of many kinds. Awareness, always the same. Ask yourself, where are you? Are you with your child, your son, your daughter, your husband, your wife, your faith, your beliefs, your miseries, your riches, your deceptions, your kindness? Are you with a memory of an emotion or a thought? Are you with a picture of the outside world? You are stuck with a picture. You remember your childhood, your youth, your parents. None of those things exist anymore. The child is dead in the adult. Parents might have gone. Friends have disappeared. But you are stuck with a picture inside. To be in meditation is never to feel stuck, never to feel overwhelmed, possessed, obsessed with anything, but free as space in and through everything. Without movement, it has moved into everything. Just see the beauty of that. The self, the awareness, without movement, has touched anything and everything in this universe. And that is what you are. That is where you are. Who you are and where you are is one and the same. And that makes your living a constant bliss. Name it freedom, fulfillment, excitement, absolute bliss, whatever you like. No words shall ever describe it. As Bhagavan will say in Gita, Buddhigrahayam atindriyam. No sansargan shall ever perceive it. But Buddhigrahayam, you can feel it in yourself, see it in yourself. Buddhigrahayam. Manasa eva anudrashtabhyam. By mind alone you see it. Yet, when you are it, yan manasa namanute, which no thoughts can ever grasp. It's like silence. Sometimes the songs, music, sounds lead you to silence, but the sound can never describe what the silence is. The thought may convey you the reality of yourself. Yet the thought is not yourself. So please see that. Say, please see that. The seeing is your being, who you are, and in whose presence everything is objectified. A subtle thought or a gross body or the universe is one and the same. So please, friends, see for yourself. Which one you shall give importance? To what your eyes see or your eyes? What you are conscious of, the consciousness that you are. Be the self. Use all that you are conscious of. Take care of your eyes and make use of what the eyes see. At no time must you lose sight of yourself. Lose sight of the water in the wave. The waves will break away. The water shall continue. Don't lose sight of the gold in the ornaments. Ornaments can be melted. The shape can go. The gold shall be there. Perceptions shall change. Body shall disappear. Memories too shall disappear. But your self, the awareness, always remains the same. It is true for you, it is true for everybody. The person you are living with, the friends that are there, people you know, may disappear in the lap of time. The physical companionship, togetherness, may or may not be there. But the togetherness, in that oneness, the self that you are, shall always be there. And that is the friendship with God, the companionship, kshatragyam chapimam vidhi, sarvakshetreshu bharata. Hey Arjuna, I am the knower of the field, and I am the knower in all the fields. Your body is a field, kshetra. Your thoughts are a kshetra, field. One who knows it, kshetragya, consciousness. Bhagavan says, kshetragyam mam vidhi, kshetragyam chapi mam vidhi, sarva kshetreshu bharata. Hey Arjuna, in all the kshetras, know me as the kshetragya. Oneness with God, totality. Nobody is left out. You are included, your father, your mother, your son, your friends. Every little thing in this universe is included. You are an all-inclusive existence. Yours is an all-inclusive existence. God alone is. Name it God, name it truth, name it self. That's what you are. And there where you are existing at all times. So begin your day with that awareness. Never to lose sight. Always in meditation. Sahana vavatu, sahano bhunaktu, saviryam karavavahe, jasyana vaditamastu, ma viddushavavahe, om shanti, shanti, shanti. Okay, friends, now please see these things clearly, okay? These verses are all nice because, as I say, most of you have been coming for years and years. Every word in one verse or the other has come in some other place. You know it all. You're familiar with the words. But what is most important is being familiar with yourself. For whose sake all these names are created. Without name, listen please, without names also, everything shall exist. Let's see that beauty. I hope you are going into this subtlety and enjoying living. Without names also, everything is existing in this universe. We have not named it, but things are there. Yesterday, day before yesterday, the scientists have discovered a new planet somewhere in another star, solar system. It looks like our earth, water also is there. No name. how many such planets and stars existing? So a name is not needed for a thing to be. If this is universal principle, each one of us is not away from it. If you don't say I, your sense of being is not going to disappear. Words are not needed. Because we have already picked up so many words in life. So we have to use the words to counteract the words. We have picked up so many roles in life and I have taken the role to be myself, then you have to negate it. Neti, 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 not this, not this, not this. Why do you say not this? Because you take this to be yourself, therefore not this, not this, not this. Just imagine. Suppose there is a person who has not, like a child, who has not started identifying with this. He is just with the subject. He has not objectified to say this. So how do you tell him not this? Think for yourself, okay? Just think for yourself. How do you tell somebody not this? Because he has not started as this. What is this? Yet, of course, it's a very theoretical question because you can't even converse with him because you have not started with the idea of this. So, we are already spoiled to take ourselves to be what we see. What we see, we take ourselves to be. What we objectify. Seeing means here objectifying. What you see, what you hear, what you touch, what you taste, what you smell, you think that to be yourself. Not only what we see, what we touch, what we taste, what we see, what we smell, but also the impressions of those, the sounds that we have heard, the names that you have collected, informations that you have gathered, the impressions of the sights, touches, tastes and smells, cumulative, together, it makes us the individual person that we are. So all the time we are collecting a little from that fund of memories and pretending to be that. How do you feel so rotten when somebody asks you, what is the capital of Burkina Faso? All of you smile now, everybody, because what is a stupid question? What is Burkina Faso? Capital? The country itself is not heard of. I have not heard of the country. What is the capital? But if you are on a quiz competition, your laughter will be misery because somebody else knows it, you don't know. Think, friends, please think. How are we functioning? From this vast nameless universe, we have picked up few names and make our little world. And we think no end of ourselves. I am more informed than the other person, really. We never appreciate what the other person knows. I may not know, but what I know also the other person may not know. There is no sense of inferiority and superiority, please. The Himalayas will not feel proud, and this little hillock somewhere in the locality will not feel inferior. Himalaya has a place, this small hillock also has a place. When people come across rich and famous friends, they neglect the ordinary. Everybody wants to get hooked into the somebody famous. But very nicely, you must know both have place. The sword and the sui. Sui matlab needle. The sword is 6 feet long. And the sui, the needle is 1 inch, 2 inches. Small thing. Both have their place. Which one is better? There is no better or best. Where the sword is used, sui needle is useless. Where the needle is useful, sword is useless. Your cloth is torn. Take a sword and mend it. A man is attacking you. Take a needle and go. How funny. Sword has a place, needle has a place. Everything has a place. Everything has a place. The dust has a place, the gold has a place, which that Midas learned in a very tough way. Whatever Midas touch, whatever it touches, gold. Touched his baby, gold. Finished. In a sense, everything has its place. So to understand yourself means to appreciate everything has a place. Your body is beautiful. As it is fantastic. As it is fantastic. Maintain it. Good, healthy body. Maintain it. But don't spend millions on putting in shape. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, I was looking at a magazine which told nowadays, for your tooth, there is something called veneer treatment. For one tooth, it takes only $4,000. $4,000 means 2.5 lakhs. So 32 tooth, if you make it, you know what it is. More than $120,000, 70, 80 lakhs. Why? Because if you open your mouth, it's sunshine. It's so bright, and anybody, it will catch everybody's eyes. And most of these people who sell their body, means those who do business with their body, and acting and dancing and jumping and all that. So they are investing that type of money to make themselves attractive. Like cosmetic surgery. If you make, listen here, for cosmetic surgery, you have no contribution. What is that boy? The surgeon, under the knife, gives you a beauty which doesn't belong to you. In thinking, imagine, what a beauty you get inside, which is yours, and the teacher of the surgeon uses the knife to do what? Remove all that you are not. And it's not removing all that you are not. It's telling you not to identify with what you are not. Because what you are not also, don't throw it away. That is another tragedy. That you must remove your thoughts, remove your vasanas, remove your impression. No. Don't have to remove anything and anything. Do you really appreciate? Because this thinking has gone. You must change yourself. No. Read this. Okay, verse number last 17, 89, finish it up. I'll go into the next class, just finish it. Verse number 18, 19. Samadhana, samadhana, hita, hita, vikalpana, shunya chitto na janati, kaivalyamiva sanstita, nirmamo nirahankara, न किंचिदिति निश्चितः अंतर्गलित सर्वासः कुर्वन्नपि न करोति न मन प्रकाश सम्मोह स्वप्न जाड्य विवर्जितः दशाम कामपि संप्राप्तः भवेत् गलितमानसः मन प्रकाश सम्मोहः स्वप्न जाड्य विवर्जितः दशाम कामपि संप्राप्तः भवेत् गलितमानसः. Shunya Chitta, that one line becomes Shunya Chitta. Shunya Chittana, if you immediately translate it, Shunya Chittana, empty mind. Shunya Chitta, two, na? Chittana, memories, thoughts, mind. Shunya, empty, empty. There is nothing. Shunya Chitta. So everybody struggles for empty mind. Emptying the mind, emptying the mind. If you are struggling to emptying the mind, what does it mean? It is already filling up, no? How do you empty, listen carefully, how do you empty, oh, it's so fantastic. How do you empty a pond which is constantly getting filled by an eternal source of water, perennial source? How do you empty the pond which is getting filled up by the perennial source of water? And in case you remove all the water, can you sustain yourself? Simple example, Thoughts are like water, without which your life cannot be sustained. Please be thought-free. That is a thoughtless statement. Now, are you getting that point, please? Suppose you remove all your thoughts, can you function? Today, that man died, that Gracias, that Marquis, that Colombian Nobel Prize, 100 Years Solitude. Have you read that book? Have you really read? If you have not read, if you can afford to read. Why I say afford to read? Because fantastic writing. That English is out of the world. Original maybe Spanish, I don't know, but that I read that last year when I was in the Mukambika, that book took away almost 15-20 days. It's a huge book. I had a desire to read that book some 20-30 years back, because I have heard of that book, but I never could get a chance. It's a big fatso. Looking at it, and when you release in the English also, oh boy, so heavy, nice. But then I said, no, this is I have time now. So I picked up that book. Oh, never read a better book. So beautiful. But you must have also some type of literary bent of mind, or else you won't understand that. Not many people sort of really. It's like a Herman Hesse book also. Very beautiful. It's not like, what is that, there's these books they write, Born Identity and all that stuff, Robert Ludlum, that not that type of thrillers, where, average person, it's very, very interesting. No, it's a very, that, I was very impressed. No, who am I to impress? Means my mind was destroyed completely by the beauty of Kalidas writing. Kalidas is just, just other day, I said, where is my Kalidas Granthavali? That I picked up all the books are there, so sweet, and it is very nice. I was looking through it. Amazing. So many things are written and put it on the marked it. Because after that, great. You can read any number of things, no doubt. But the depth is somewhere. Upanishads, that type of writing. So what type of mind Kalidas has that? Same thing, this person has a very, very imaginative mind. You cannot believe in 3-4 generations he talked about. I don't know how did he make that subject. Why am I talking about this? Suppose no thoughts. Can you have any creativity? The trouble is when you use that thought for destructive aspect, to destroy somebody. It's just like atomic energy. It has the capacity to sustain. It has also the possibility to destroy. But the energy itself is not destroying everybody. Somebody is misusing it. Mind. So ask yourself, how have you used your mind? I was looking at my write-ups sometimes. One very nice write-up came. I have written on one liner. Do you want to control your mind or use your mind? Ask yourself. Do you want to control your mind or use your mind? Using is not controlling. Control means a control free. Control means what? Always, don't do this, don't do this, think like this, don't think like this. What is this? Most of the people spend their time like this. And the life bypasses you. Not life bypasses you. Life goes in one way, you go in another way. You don't control your thoughts. Hey, please, I hope you understand. Sitting down to control your thought, you cannot. Because what thoughts come over that you have no control. Right or wrong? When you sit down, what thoughts are going to come? Do you have any control? But how to use it? How to use it? So what a blessing this capacity is. The thoughts are not my choice. Neither the consciousness is my choice. Are you getting that point, please? Neither the thoughts are our choice, nor the consciousness is our choice. Thoughts come. So if I am with the thoughts, I take myself with the thought, I'll use it in different way. If I take myself to be consciousness, the happiness itself, I'll use it in a different way. Are you getting that? If I take myself to be the thought, I'll be finished. While thinking over this in the morning, as I tell you again and again, I don't know what you do in the morning, but first thing I do is always be myself. And people are coming to, of course, just see. When I was thinking about this, just allow the mind to go on. I remember this. I remembered means what? See that language? I remembered. The thought came. What thought came? My childhood. In my village, near my village, there is a big pond, big canal, very big canal. And we have to go to the other side of the canal because there is a forest and there is a little river after that. And we always like to go there. But children, we don't know how to go. Usually swim now. But after some time when we were 10, 15 year old, people, usually everybody, villages, they either swim down or they take the cows the other side, they hold the cow's tail. And it's fantastic. If you hold the cow's tail, the cow swims and goes, you go also along with it. It's so wonderful. You don't need to swimming. You just know how to float. You just hold the cow, but don't leave it. The cow jumps, you take. And the cow takes you. It's super. It's all gone nowadays. Anyway. So after some time they made a bridge made out of bamboos. Not the concrete bridge, they made out of bamboos. So all the children will go there, and what will you do there? That was used for go there and jump and swim and jump and swim and then climb that up and then jump and swim. 1 hour, 2 hours will go. Sometimes in the afternoon, I remember 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock, we just go there, sit down on that bamboo bridge. The water, the foot will be touching little bit on the water, just little bit, very cool and nice. And the water will be flowing. The first time it happened, when I was doing like this, suddenly I felt the whole bridge is moving. I remember that as a child experience, the first experience, sitting on that, and suddenly the whole bridge is moving. How is it? I said, what a bridge is moving. Then I looked at the bridge. It's not moving. Okay. Then I looked at the water. Now look at the moving water, the breeze is moving. Then what we did? We talked among ourselves, then we look at the breeze and we are very excited. Oh, the breeze is moving, the breeze is moving. The water is going in top speed. So the breeze is continuously moving that way, the water is going this way, water. So it was fun. Think. But when you are afraid, you look at the breeze. No movement. Appa. This morning I was thinking, Shunya Chitana. Being with the consciousness, with the flow of the thought. Consciousness is not feeling steady. Now the thought feels flowing. I thought. Are you getting that? Or you think it is all too simplistic, is a nonsense, right? You then go for complications, who says not? But this is what it is. It's very simple. People are made themselves so complicated, they want complicated answers also. You know, it's like a man who is drowning and somebody went and asked him, "Come, give me your hand." No, but who are you? He's asking. "Man, I know swimming." He said, "Do you know swimming?" "Yes, but have you won Olympic gold?" "No." "Then I am not." Because he wants to be saved by a VIP. Celebrity swimmer must come and save him. What nonsense. Give your hand. Complications, you want complicated solutions, exotic solutions. This is simple. The breeze doesn't move. The water moves. Neither the breeze feels steadiness, nor the water feels the movement. If you sit down on the breeze and look at the wave, the water, you shall feel apparent movement. You shall feel as though you are moving. The steady thing is as though moving. But in reality, the steady thing is not moving. The one who is sitting on the steady thing is moving. I thought is the child. The child of the Absolute. Seated on that, moving, looking at the thoughts. So everything seems to be on the move. Oh God, I don't know what to do. Look at yourself. Instantaneous stopping. Shunya Chita. Na janati. Kaivalya sanstita. Kevala. There is nothing other than it. Thereby, thoughts have not been touched. Thoughts are there, but they are no more affecting. The thoughts never affected. You got yourself affected by thought. Are you getting that point, please? The objects have no agenda, the plan of affecting you. The gold has no such plan that it should make you tempted. The money has no plan to make you feel tempted. That is where another person with individuality, is the gold doesn't make you feel, promise you happiness or security. The gold owner promises you, I have gold, I will give you the security. That is why human beings can kill each other. One person's wrong thinking can destroy many people. Because that person promises happiness, promises pleasure, promises security. You cannot be somebody's security. You cannot give happiness to somebody. Don't give unhappiness and don't promise happiness. It will be fantastic. Both ways. Don't give unhappiness to anybody. Don't cause inconvenience to anybody. And don't promise happiness also. Because happiness is nature, svabhava. That is his nature, shunya chita. That is everybody's nature. If I promise him, suppose the scripture promises happiness, he will be like my uncle or a friend, brother or sister who was promising many things and disappointing me at the end of it. So people get disappointed by the scriptures. disappointed by the philosophers or thinkers, disappointed by lovers, friends, well-wishers. I will always stand by. Then when your offer is not respected, you pull my leg and destroy me. Beautiful. The human world is so confused. So understand yourself. Sunya Chita. It does not mean thoughts disappear. The I thought disappears. You understand? I thought disappears means what? The sense of I. No more I depend on that sense of I. For me to be me, just like the hibiscus name is not needed for this hibiscus flower to be. The jasmine, the name is not needed for the jasmine flower to be. I don't have to say I to be. My sense of being is nameless. And that is true for everybody else. Then I have a name, you have a name, I have a name, you have a name. See how beautiful. But I don't look at myself through what I have. If I look at myself through what I have, I cannot escape looking at you and others through what they have. And that is where the problem comes in life. I look at you through what you have. You have youth, I look at you through your youth. Your youth goes, oh. I look at myself through my youth. My youth goes, oh, I am useless. No, you are precious. You are timeless, ageless, flawless beauty. Immortality itself. The physical body will go through changes. Understand that immortality is shining through the mortal. Whoa! The immortal shine shall make your body a shrine. If you want to just play on a word, it will make your body a shrine. The whole creation, Deha Devalaya Prakta Dehi Deva Maheshwara, the physical body is a shrine, a beautiful temple, where the Ishvara, Lord alone is existing consciousness. My body only? Everybody's body. So Sunya Chita. There is no hita, ahita vikalpana, good, bad, right, wrong, vicious, virtuous. None of these things happen. None of these things affecting. Those things will be there. Are you getting that? In a relative world, comfort and discomfort, you cannot say, the sunshine is as wonderful as the coolness. And then why is air conditioning on? But don't say, air conditioner makes me happy. Don't use that stupid word. You are comfortable. It will come this word. Next line, oh, next two lines to para, it comes, yes. It will make you comfortable, but you can be comfortably miserable. In an air-conditioned room, your mind is heated up. When your body is hot, you get into an AC room. When your mind is hot, what do? Put it in a deep freeze? Put the head in the deep freeze, right? So Sunya Chita does not mean thoughts goes away. They are there, but no more I am there to be affected by it. Are you getting that? It's so nice, okay? And nirmamo nirahankara na kinchiditi nischida. Nirmama nirahang. No mama, no aham, mama. Listen, when you say I, my follows. If you say my, I is included. When you say I, you have yet to say my. But if you say my, I is already included. Mamakara, ahankara. Mamakara comes, you say mine because already I say I, therefore it is mine. But when ahankara is gone, where is the mind? Is it my body or this is a body? Just think, friend, just think. Don't say it's a philosophy. It's not philosophy. Is it my body or just a body? I say my body, but body doesn't have a sense of belonging to me. Right? Your body doesn't have a sense of belonging to you. That is where we get into trouble. My house, my child, my husband, my wife, my friend. But they don't have a sense of belonging to you. At one time, have you not seen people disappearing from your life? Why divorce? Why father and son disappear? Mother and child fade away. What happened? You may say it is mine, but the other person doesn't want to be possessed. Like you say the house is yours, the house has no sense of being owned by you. Such that when you leave the house, you cry. The house doesn't cry. It accommodates the other people. You sold your house. You sold your house. The house doesn't cry. But while leaving, you cry. 30 years. The house doesn't feel anything. That is where the problem comes in children. When they are educated, they are getting job and they are going away, they are so excited by the future. The marriage, they are excited by the future. But the parents are leaving somebody around whom their life was being spent. Therefore, the child has to cry because parents are crying, but soon forgets. Why? Excitement of the new life. Every child has done it, every father commits the same mistake. The father was a child, the mother was a child, they have changed everything, but they go, ballistic, as they say, or they go terrible, completely miserable when the children are moving away. Hey, you moved away. Please understand. But therefore not that children, whose children they are? Not that type of nonsense. Whose house? Whose money? Whose child? Whose car? What thought? Those are all simple, stupid words. You know nothing belongs to you. And that is why you take best care of everything. Nirmamo nira. Antargalita sarvasa. Kurbannapi na karoti. See? Kurbannapi na karoti. Why? Because antargalita sarva asaha. There is no more any hankering for pleasure or pain in the outside world. Therefore, kurvannapi na karoti. Even while doing, the person does not do. You see, listen, there is a huge difference. You see because you want to see. You want to see because you want to be happy. There is an asa, okay? There is a condition. I want to see so that I can be happy. I want to see a sunrise. Why? Because I want to see a sunrise. Fantastic. I want to see a sunrise. Why? So that I can be happy. You'll be disappointed if the sun is covered by the cloud. I want money. Why? Money is needed. Money will make me happy, you'll be disappointed. I want something. Why? Because that is nice. That is why Krishna is so cryptically, so succinct, so, brief and so direct. Hey Arjuna, tato yuddhaya yujjasya naiva papam apsasi. Yuddhaya yujjasya. Yuddhaya yujjasya. Fight for fighting's sake. Why? Because you happen to be in that situation, therefore do it. Or else, no, not for happiness' sake. You are not doing anything to be better than who you are. Oh, that's the point. Please think of it. Because who you are is so complete, it cannot be improved upon. What is boredom? Think, friends. What is boredom? What you are doing is less interesting than what you want to do. Simple. You don't need a big definition. What is boredom? I am bored means what? What I am doing is more interesting, less interesting than what I want to do. What I am doing is sitting at home. What I want to do is go for a movie. Bored. What I am doing is driving a car. What I want to do is drive a better car. Bored. What I am doing is living with a man or woman. What I want to do is living with another man or another woman. Bored. What I am doing is doing a particular job. What I want to do is have another job. Bored. Right? You understand boredom? Now, same thing, change that what to change who. Who I am is boring because who I want to be is more interesting than who I am. Do you get that little thread, or it is very thick? Who I am is so uninteresting that I want to be somebody else. Bored. Who I am is 5'9". Who I want to be is 7'4". You will be bored for the rest of your life. Who I am is brown. What I want to be is fair and lovely. You know, understand these days how people psychologically destroyed. They put a rub. Why are you rubbing the change? Your color is the best color in the universe. Why? It's my color. You know, this fair and lovely has become, I was looking at some advertisement and what is this? Suddenly, ooh, comes up. So how long it will go? Chemicals, after some time, dark patches will come. That time it will be ruining the day. Who I am is so uninteresting that I want to be somebody else. That's why we are bored in life. Who is a happy person? Who is exciting person? What I am doing is so interesting, I don't want to do anything else. What I am doing is, so when you will be very happy, I am doing what I want to do. But what I am doing is so interesting. I am reading a book. And what do you want to do? I want to read a book. Then reading book is fine. But reading book is bore. Why? I want to watch a movie. Who I am is so interesting, I don't want to be anybody else. Who I am is musician, I want to be a dancer. Who I am is a dancer, I want to be a professor. Who I am is a professor, what I want to be a doctor. Roles, that is why you go crazy about changing your roles. But when you know who I am is infinity. What I want to be is finite. Being infinity, there is no choice. Finite, you can choose. Choice is yours. That is why being finite is difficult. Being infinity is easy. These finite roles are difficult to pick up. Suppose you want to be millionaire, of course it is hard work. You want to be eternally 15, hard work. What hard work? Impossible. You want to be in a particular position all the time, hard work. What hard work? Again impossible. Because when you are in a particular position, from the bottom everybody is pushing you to be out, because they want to be there, no. Everybody is pushing you out. So who you are is so interesting that you don't want to be anybody else. Are you ever bored in life? Who I am is the absolute happiness, absolute fulfillment. Antargalita sarvasa. There is no more any dreams. That does not mean you are frustrated, because you have gone beyond the dreams. Everything is fine as it is. Very beautiful. Yet, convenience, inconvenience will be there. You decide. I am immortal. Body can die today, can die tomorrow. But body, why killing it today? So let me try to keep it alive as long as I like. but not out of any compulsion. Keep the body going. Take care of this body. I'm very happy with myself. I'm happy in the heat, happy in the cold. But if I can take care of the heat and change this, you can air condition the place, why not? If I can afford, why not? Why not do it? It's fine. Choice is yours. I cannot afford. So what? That is where you have activated the AC inside. You are permanently cool. Shitaloi Mahasaya, in that it came, Shitaloi Mahasaya. This Mahasaya, the person who has gone beyond all expectations, Shitala, absolutely cool. In English slang it is, but this is written down, Shitaloi Mahasaya. Shitala means cool. The person is absolutely cool. The heat no more touches. In a sense, these things doesn't matter. You know what it is. And such a person, Mana Prakasa, Sammoha, Swapna, Jadya Vivarjitaha. Dasham Kamapi Samprapta, Bhavet Galita Manasa. Kam Dasam Samprapta. ASHTAVAKRA so beautifully says, hey, look at this man. Kam Dasam Samprapta. What state he has reached. Then in Hindi they say, Pahucha hua sadhu. One who has reached himself. Reached it? Already reached. Who is the one who has not reached it? Each one is always at home, but you don't know that you are at home because you are drunk. A person drinking in his own home, but after a heavy 3-4 pegs or 3-4 glasses, take me home, take me home. Now what do? The fellow is there, drinking in his own drawing room. But after 3-4 pegs, suddenly an idea gets into his head, take me home. Then if you go on telling, you are at home, take me home. So what do? Do you slap him? No. What do? If you are kind, to take him home. How? Just move him from out of that place. Okay, come home. So take him to the veranda, take him to the outside, take a turn somewhere, take him home. He'll sleep. I have reached home. He was at home, but you as though made him to feel come back. Everybody dead drunk with ignorance, not knowing the self, is not completely lost in the roles. But even when you are lost in the role, you are there or not? Think. To be lost in the role, the actor must be there, no? So when you are lost in the role, you are still there, no? And the fellow is saying, please take me home. I am so frustrated. All right, take him through the roles. Then tell him who he is, you know. Not this, not this, not this. When you start listening, not this, not this, not this, even the listener, not this. The listener drops out. Where is the teacher? Don't start with dropping the teacher. Some people are too, in a big hurry. They start with काम न छोड़ा, क्रोध न छोड़ा, राम भजन क्यों छोड़ दिया? The Hindi says, you did not give up the kama, krodha, all these stupid emotions. But Ram bhajan is the first thing to be given up. In a sense, the person has not given up anything. Our teacher is redundant. The last step first. You don't drop the teacher. When you drop out, teacher drops out, God drops out, everything drops out. You be yourself. That is why it's so beautiful. Kam dasa samprapta bhaved galita manasa. For the manasa galita, the mind seems to be out. The mind seems to be out means what? The ahankar is out. Please know, this is where you have to appreciate mana. Your mana is means mano, buddhi, chittam, ahankar, all the four can be mana. The mind, the intellect, the memory, the I thought. All the thoughts can be mana. But here when you say mana galita means what? Ahankara galita. The I thought. When I thought goes away, other thoughts are not trouble. Do you understand that point, please? I'll make it very clear. Again, that thought was coming so nice. Think for yourself. You understand how simple it is? Think for yourself. Where is the problem? Is there any confusion in the world? Stars, space, ocean, desert, physical universe? Nothing. Thoughts by themselves, no problem. They are a picture of the physical universe. Perceptions, impressions. Consciousness, no problem. Nowhere except at thought level only problem comes, right? Body is not afraid of death. Universe is not afraid of change or resisting changes. Consciousness, no problem. Thoughts also no problem. Only one thing, I thought. Can you catch it? That is why sit. Where from this anxiety comes? I can't take it. This is a South Korean vice principal who committed suicide. Just imagine, with 300 children and all of them have gone into the ferry for a tour. Whole thing sinks. Somehow he escapes. But coming back, he kills himself. Why? I don't want to live when others are dead. Because I pushed everybody to come for the trip. Today's paper it has come. He has written that note. I don't want to live. Because I pushed everybody to get into that trip. Who could not take it? I cannot take it. So I want to kill myself means what? What is you want to kill? Who is reacting? This I. He wants that I to go. But doesn't know how to remove that I. Kills the body. Advanced stage of cancer. Emotional problems. Husband, wife, friends, fight, treachery, drop out. You can't take it. I can't take it. What the person? What my father told me, I can't take it. My brother did, I can't take it. So much of poverty, so many people are asking, demanding me this, that, I cannot take it. That is why who commits suicide? I cannot take it. That language is not of the body. The body is not telling I can't take the cancer or disease, poverty. I cannot take it. So that I decides to kill itself. That's why when I is not there, everything as it is. I know a mistake has been committed. I cannot. Somebody has told me, wife wants to run away, husband wants to run away, brother wants to take that property out. They're telling something about, me about what I have not done, attributing a motive which is not mine, taking away my best car, my best house. It's okay. That is where the I, understand. When you know about yourself, you survive. You survive. That is where, when the I is not there, absolute survival always exists. There is nobody to wish for death. I can't take it, understand. That is another agonizing cry of ignorance of the individuality. I can't take it. Or, I am so rich, I am so wonderful, I am the one ultimate, I am the king of the world. Wait. When you consider yourself so very powerful, rich or prosperous or youthful, just wait. One day, depending on which you are considering yourself powerful, that power itself is fragile. So in this whole universe, there is only one thing that is to be fixed. What is that? The I. Aham, I. And it also doesn't mean that it should be destroyed. No. see yourself who you are, the nameless, then you use the name also. Why should, can the infinity be affected by one finite name? Huh. That is why it becomes a celebration, a continuous, Mahadeva, the whole living is a blessing and a gratitude. Everything is fine as it is, Ishvara. Okay, dasam kamapi samprapya. Why? For such a person, mana prakasa, sammoha, swapna, jadya vivarjita. He is totally free from brightness of the mind, mana prakasha, where you can see everything clearly. Sammoha, sometimes delusion comes in. Swapna, dream overtakes. Jadya, dullness comes in. Meaning, any condition of the mind also is beautiful. You understand how nice it is. Suppose you are, listen carefully, suppose you are awake and you are awake 24 hours. Will you enjoy that life? If the sleep is not there once in a while, will you enjoy waking? Oh, you will be dead. Always alert. Sometimes dullness. There are people, theoreticians will hate what? Tamas. Tamas is very bad. Really? You need tamas. Without tamas, where is the sleep? You shall keep everybody awake. And everybody will hate you. When you want to try, when you want to sleep, somebody trying to discuss philosophy or some, how this plant life comes to existence, you are going to sleep. You want to give a lecture on inorganic chemistry. What shall you say? Shut up, go to sleep. Why? Because when you are getting overtaken by sleep, nothing is more interesting than that. Everything is nice because that makes you to fall asleep. Understand? Listen carefully, because sleep is a condition which folds up everything. You resist if somebody wants to keep you awake. Happiness is a condition where everything is not lost, everything is not folded up. Therefore, you can listen to anything and anybody. Whereas sleep is a condition where there is a forgetfulness. Therefore, you don't want to be reminded of anything, good or bad. You want to sleep. Anything to be reminded, good or bad, is not more interesting than the sleep. Do you get that point? Sleep is such a leveler. 2 days back, I experienced it very heavily. Because I love football. And that was the best match, one of the best matches about Barcelona and Real Madrid. In European Cup, there is a Copa del Real, there is a king of Cup of the Kings, a king of whatever it is. It is between 1 o'clock to 3:30. But I wanted to watch. So 10 o'clock I went to watch, 9:30, 10 o'clock to bed, but I put 12:59 alarm. And 12:59 alarm went and got up. I see that. But the sleep is so heavy, it was so strong. I said, no, at least watch. Then I said, okay. Then 45 minutes, somehow I watched it. I mean, I enjoyed watching it, but it was so tiring. Then one goal was scored. I said, okay, I go to sleep. Push it up and say, I have to sleep. Why? It's all right. What is more interesting than the sleep? Why? Because it's a leveler. Listen. But that is how the average person escapes. But when you are happy with yourself, you don't need to escape anything. Somebody, that is why Tulya Ninda Stuti Mauni. Tulya Ninda Stuti Mauni. Santushto Yena Kenachit. Tulya Ninda Stuti. Somebody praises you, somebody censures you. So, okay. But if you are tired of Ninda, you want to sleep. Are you getting that? If you are tired of Ninda, you want to sleep. Tired of Stuti also, you want to sleep. Because even the Stuti is not more interesting than the sleep. Because suppose you say, no, don't sleep. We are going to tell you, sir, you are the best man in the world. You are the best, you have helped so much. No, 12 o'clock, how long the meeting can go on? No, sir, the whole night is only for your Stuti. That you have done so much. you did that, you did this, you fed the poor, you planted the trees, you opened this and everything. Now it's over. No, still not over. Another person wants to come and tell you also. What shall you see? Stuti also you are tired because you want to sleep. But when you are happy with yourself, let them do ninda, let them stuti, makes no difference. You are not tired of anything. You don't try to escape from listening to your praise or try to escape from listening to your somebody censuring you. It's okay, it's all right. That is the life. Sama satrauja mitreja tatha mana apamanayo. Satrauja mitreja sama. To your enemy or the friend. Oh, that's it. You want to forget your satru. You want to go to sleep. And to be with your friend, deprive the sleep. Wise person. There is no sleep deprivation. You don't feel deprived at any time. Always with yourself. Mitra aripaksha. Tatha tulya mitra aripakshayo. Sama satrauja mitreja. Tatha mana apamanayo. Mana apaman. Now honored, now disrespect. Who cares? Because you are with yourself. So, mana prakasa, sammoha, swapna jadya vivarjita. Conditions the mind shall go through, but you are no more the mind. Please understand it nicely, because if you take it literally, mana prakasa, that person has no more brightness, neither delusion, nor the dreams, nor the dullness. Yes, who you are is free from all these things, but you cannot escape these conditions of the body and the mind. Space shall be free from heat and cold, but not the seasons. See it very clearly. Or else you will be getting an idealistic picture which you can never make it real in your life. Okay? So, ask yourself where you are, who you are. Just start the next verse, we shall see tomorrow, and we will finish it. So with this, it's all over, we have taken it so many times. Now ASHTAVAKRA continues. ASHTAVAKRA uvacha yasya bodhodaye tavat swapnavad bhavati brahmah tasmai sukhaika rupaya Namah Shantaya Tejase Yasya Bodhodaye Tavat Swapnavat Bhavati Brahmah Tasmai Sukhaika Rupaya Namah Shantaya Tejase. Beautiful, we shall see tomorrow. ASHTAVAKRA again tells Janaka, even these verses are so cute, so cute. This, but all these are cute only if you go through Tattvabodha from the beginning. Those foundations must be there. Then only these books are the, as I told you from the beginning, well, I think started the class, no? These books are for revelry. Not revealing the truth, but reveling in the truth. It's only for reveling, not for revealing. For revealing, come to the Tattvabodha class. What is this? Who am I? Gross body, subtle body, causal body, happiness, unhappiness, that's right. But this is for revelry. Completely. Now it is here, now it is not here. The shift is from infinite to finite, finite, infinity. Total swing. Now we are talking about the mind and body, now what mind, what body? Now he is talking about this role, what role? See these beautiful waves. It's all water. It's true. When you are losing yourself, beautiful waves, it's all water. Just look at this water. You know the waves are there, so many waves are there. A teacher reminds. A person who doesn't know this reality, he will give that statement to prove a superior point. point of superiority. That is why it is stinking, it stinks and is useless. Neither he is blessed nor anybody is blessed. Reminding somebody. The scriptures remind us. Bhajas remind. Reminding. What a beautiful thing. Just reminding. So that ultimately you know how to remind yourself. The moment you start continuously, if you learn how to continuously remind yourself about who you are, and no more need to be reminded about it, finished. It's absolute, it's a paradise. Absolute paradise. Beauty, right? Long before somebody tells me, I'm not the role, I know it. Because the person says, oh, don't think that you are a managing director. No, I know it. Don't think you are the richest person in the world. Before somebody points out, tries to literally pull the rug out from under your feet, you are already standing in space. Let him try to take anything, How does somebody punish somebody? By denying something which you hold on to very dearly, with a lot of values. It's simple. So many things in life, every day you see that. How people punish you. Whatever they think is precious for you, they shall take it away from you. What they think. You think you like sweet. Therefore you think, if you don't put sugar into my coffee and give it to me, you are going to teach me a lesson. But I don't like sugar at all, because I am already too sweet, let us say. I am already diabetic. So when you give me sugarless coffee to teach me, what shall I say? How did you know? What? That I don't take sugar in the coffee? Now you are finished. You want to teach me by giving me a hard pillow. Then I say, how did you know? What? Spondylitis? Now you want to teach me. When I am already given it up, what is the question of your teaching me? Think. Ask yourself, is there anything without which you cannot live? Is there anybody without whom you cannot live? Is there anything only with which you have to live? Or only to anybody or anything, only with that you will be living? You will be miserable. Because forget anybody means other's body, for your own body. Can you live forever with your own body? No, don't expect to live with another person forever. It will not work. Anything you can live with, your own thought. Can it be there last forever? Any possession of yours, can it last forever? So, that is where you test out your wisdom. Is there anything without which I cannot live? Or is there anything with which I cannot live? Suppose there is something with which you cannot live, your tormentor will provide you that. Suppose you don't like sweet, if I torment you, I will give you sweet only. People say that. I went to that person's house, every day he is giving only spicy food. He knows I don't like spicy food, but every day he is giving spicy food. That means they give you a message, you are not wanted, right? If there is something with which you cannot live, the people who want to torture you, torment you, they will give you that. If there is something without which you cannot live, that also they will take it away. Now when you can live with or without anything and anybody and everything, who can torment? Understand? Therefore don't say, that man is doing this man is doing this, that man is giving this man is giving this. I have no problems with anything. Why? I am happy being who I am and therefore comfortable in the presence of the things as well as the absence of the thing. Appa. Nobody can touch you. That is why Yasya Bodha Uday. Yasya Bodha Uday. When this knowledge rises, Yasya Uday, Yasya Bodha Uday. Bodha means knowledge, wisdom. Yasya Uday, in whose rising, meaning when that comes to your life, Swapnavat Brahma Tavad. Tavat is Swapnavat Brahma Bhavati. Brahma Swapnavat Bhavati. When this knowledge, wisdom rises, meaning when you are aware of yourself, Brahma, all the Brahmas, the confusions, mistakes, misinterpretations, pain, anxiety, insecurity, Swapnavat Bhavati. Everything becomes like a dream, meaning it has no substance anymore. Just like a reflection doesn't touch you. Swapnavat Bhavati. Like a dream. No substance. So ask yourself. So if you are still taking things very seriously in your life, I don't want to say anything. You have to fix it. Something wrong with you. If you take things too seriously, understand? Swapnavat Bhavati. When shall you learn? Think. As you are growing up in life, as children you held on to the toy like with your life. A time came when you gave up before your even brother snatches it from you. You gave it up. Later on you picked up a cricket bat, dropped it. Maybe picked up a cycle, take it. You picked up a camera, take it. You picked up a computer, take it. Many things you picked up, even money, ornaments, gold. For some time you keep it. After some time what happens to you? Tell me, what do? The mothers get all the gold from their fathers, then they give it over to their daughters or daughters-in-law, whichever they like. Never one day put. Have you not seen this transferring of ornaments? This transferring of the gold, what happens? That time, had you not got it, you would be miserable. Now, if you don't give it away, you will be miserable. What do? When as a bride, if you did not get it, you will be miserable. As a mother, if you don't give it away, you will be miserable. What happened? Why don't you keep it? Sit down on that. You want my house? This is my house. Yes. If you don't give it to your son or daughter or somebody somewhere, if you don't give it away, what will happen? Miserable. Even if suppose no son, no daughter, charity. Because let me give it away before I die. How nice. That is why. Yasya Uday. That is why, that time you know you have realized, understood the truth of yourself when nothing touches you. No more anything is serious, that this is how it must be. When shall we learn that you cannot dictate life? You cannot dictate life. For some time it looks as though you are dictating. But as time passes, you know. Your own body can go suddenly crazy. What thoughts can you dictate? Forget this body now. What thoughts can you dictate? You cannot dictate that these thoughts should come. Yes, knowing yourself, you can dictate to use or not to use the thought. Appa, that is what it is. Over the arrival of the thought, you have no control. But usage of it, choice is yours. And once you use it, the result of it also, you have no control. Once you use it also, you can use it. But what result will come? Shall I help the person? Shall I not help the person? I think I should help. You helped. The person doesn't recognize, acknowledge your help. It's just, then you have not consciously helped. If you have consciously helped, I did it because I wanted to do it. The person doesn't recognize, that is his responsibility. I withheld, I don't think I can help the person. Right. Then the person start talking, fellow is an asker. I know, he will tell. I knew, I would say, I know also, he will tell me that I am an asker. Thank you. Because you are you getting that? When you are a conscious actor, so beautiful, so beautiful. So, yasya uday, yavat sapnavat bhavati brahma, all types of brahma. What types of brahma? That you are powerful or powerless, both are brahma. That you shall live forever in this body or you shall die today after of death, both are brahma. Because body is not that way. So understand yourself. Tasmai, so what is that bodha? Sukha eka rupaya. That sukha eka rupaya, that is which is nature of sukham, absolute bliss, eka, one without a second. To that, namah santaya tejase, that is the shanta. Where there is nothing other than it, tejas, it is the brilliance, the brightness, the effulgence of the universe, in whose presence everything is there. To that, nama, my namaskar. What does it namaskar? Ahankar drops. You fall flat. Falling feet at the God means disappearing in God. Close your eyes. Knowing yourself means the knower disappearing in the self. There's only one thing. Thank you.